Now question number 15. If x minus a square plus y minus b whole square equal to c square for some c greater than 0, prove that 1 plus dy over dx whole square raised to the power 3 by 2 divided by d2y over dx square is a constant independent of a and b. So first we'll calculate dy over dx. We have x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square equal to c square. Differentiating with respect to x, we get 2 times x minus a plus 2 y minus b into dy by dx using chain rule equal to 0. C is a constant, that's why its derivative is 0. Simplifying, we'll get dy over dx is equal to minus x minus a divided by y minus b. 2 will cancel 2. Now we'll find the second derivative. d2y over dx square is equal to y minus b into derivative of this x minus a 1 minus x minus a into derivative of y minus b dy over dx divided by y minus b whole square. Y minus b minus x minus a into the value of dy by dx is minus x minus a over y minus b minus of x minus a over y minus b divided by y minus b whole square. Simplifying the numerator, will get y minus b whole square plus this minus will cancel this minus, and finally the second term will become positive. X minus a whole square divided by y minus b cubed, because this term will come in the denominator. X minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to c square. X minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square equal to c square. So numerator is minus c square divided by y minus b whole cube. This is the value of d2y over dx square. Now we'll calculate the value of 1 plus dy over dx whole square. 1 plus dy over dx is minus x minus a over y minus b whole square. It will be equal to 1 plus x minus a whole square divided by y minus b whole square. Taking the LCD, lowest common denominator, it is y minus b whole square for both y minus b whole square plus x minus a whole square. Again the numerator will become c square upon y minus b whole square, as x minus a whole square plus y minus b whole square is equal to c square given. So this is the value of 1 plus dy over dx whole squares. Now let us calculate the final expression. 1 plus dy over dx whole square raised to the power 3 by 2 divided by d2y over dx square, and it will be equal to c square upon y minus b whole square raised to the power 3 by 2 divided by d2y over dx square, and it is equal to minus c square over y minus b whole cube minus c square upon y minus b whole cubed. So after simplifying, the numerator will be c cubed divided by y minus b whole cubed, and the denominator is minus c square divided by y minus b whole cubed. So our final answer will be minus c, which is a constant. So we have proved that this expression is a constant independent of a and b. There is no a and b in the final answer. Question number 18 is, if fx is equal to cube of modulus x. Cube of modulus x is modulus x into modulus x into modulus x, isn't it? Now, simplifying it, fx can be written as x cubed when x is greater than or equal to 0. When x is greater than 0, all these values, this will be x, will be positive and equal to x. So x into x into x equal to x cubed. When x is less than 0, in that case, this will be minus x, this will be minus x, and this will again be minus x. The product of minus x into minus x into minus x will be minus x cubed. So our function will be minus x cubed when x is less than 0. So now let us find the first derivative. F dash x is equal to 2x square at x is equal to 0 plus, and f dash x is equal to 3 minus 3x squared at x is equal to slightly less than 0, and this is slightly greater than 0. We'll check only at x equal to 0. At all other places we need not to check whether the derivative exists or not, because x cubed and minus x cubed both are polynomial, and polynomials are always differentiable, continuous. We'll check the differentiability of this function at the joining of its partitions of the domain. It is x equal to 0. Clearly at x equal to 0 both are defined and equal to 0. This is equal to 0 and this is equal to 0. It means that f dash x equal to 0 at x equal to 0, it is defined. Now we'll find the second derivative. Now the definition of first derivative will be equal to 3x square when x is greater than or equal to 0 minus 3x square when x is less than 0. Both the functions 3x square or minus 3x square both are polynomials, and they will be derivable, differentiable in their domain. This is the domain of the first part or first partition, and this is the domain of the second part. So we'll check the differentiability of the first derivative at the joining of the two partition of the domain, that is x equal to 0 again. The definition of first derivative is this given, Now the derivative, the first derivative will be f double dash x at x equal to 0 plus will be 6x, and f double dash x at x equal to 0 minus when x is slightly less than 0 and when x is slightly greater than 0, this will be equal to minus 6x again. Now at x equal to 0 both are defined and equal to 0. Left limit and right limit are equal. It means that second derivative of fx is equal to modulus x cubed is differentiable and it is equal to 0.